Rogue Company perks are vital in being able to help you get an advantage over your enemies. There is one thing that we should note before this tier list starts, and that is I'm not judging this tier list based off rarity. That means that the rare, epic, and legendary version of Lifeline, for example, are all graded together. The only exception to this is if the perk is a set rarity. For example, Quick Hands is only a epic perk. Starting off, we'll define the tier list as follows. S tier is potentially deserving of some nerfs and definitely must buys. A tier are must buy perks and still very balanced. B tier are perks that are outshone by A tier but should be perks that you buy and are overall average. C tier are perks that you can buy as sort of late game but won't really be needed as some of the priority perks. And D tier are perks that you don't really need to buy. Starting off in the S tier, we have Tenacity, Armor, and Bounce Back. Tenacity reduces your melee and explosive damage intake, overall bolstering your survivability against rogues like Dima. Armor increases your overall health, which in turn will increase and bolster your survivability, whilst Bounce Back reduces your health regeneration time, which can overall help you challenge gunfights that the enemies may not expect you to challenge. In the A tier, we have Gadget tier, Energize, Life Drain, Lifeline, Bulletproof, and Restock. Gadget tier will allow you to get your gadgets back faster, which can overall allow you to have more utility on the field. Energize can give you your ability back faster, and that is always good. Life Drain allows you to get that 1v2 potential with that extra health that you'll be able to gain from a down, and that goes the same for Restock except for ammo. Also be able to get your gadgets cooldown faster as well. Lifeline can help you get faster reses, which overall helps your team play, and Bulletproof overall bolsters your survivability. In the average B tier, we have Gunsmith, Evade, Replenish, Spotter, Track-Arounds, Volatile, and Hunter. Gunsmith is an alright perk. It isn't a priority perk, but it's definitely a perk you should buy. It overall increases your ammo capacity, which is good, but it doesn't really compete with some of the top tier perks. That goes the same for Evade. It's a good perk, but it just really cannot compete with the top tier perks. Replenish used to be good. However, it's now outshone by Restock, which also decreases your gadget cooldown. Spotter is a good perk for gaining some intel, but it isn't a must-buy perk. That goes the same for Track-Arounds. Track-Arounds is good for solo queuing or for seeing through smoke. However, if you are in a 4-stack or with comms, you don't really need to have Track-Arounds. Volatile is an alright perk. It actually does increase your potency damage over time. So for example, Scorch will now have a 5 overheat damage instead of a 4 overheat damage. However, it isn't a must-buy perk, and you can really just survive without it. Hunter is a good perk, but is outshone by Spotter, and Spotter is in the same tier, so it really just isn't a must-buy perk overall. In the C tier, we have Blaster, Padded Steps, Quick Hands, Crack Shot, Stalker, and Helping Hands. These perks are not must-buy perks. They are definitely perks that you should be buying, but they're not must-buy and not really priority buys. Blaster isn't a must-buy perk overall, and Padded Steps can easily be countered, or any flank can easily be countered by just counting the players and understanding that if you don't see one player, most likely they are flanking. Quick Hands is an alright perk. It isn't a must-buy perk, but definitely a perk that you should buy to help you late on in the game. Crackshot is a good perk, increasing your overall headshot damage, and if you have good crosshair placement, it is a good perk. However, Crackshot isn't a must-buy perk, and most guns at headshot damage will still have an extremely fast time to kill. Stalker is an alright perk, but it doesn't 100% remove your ADS speed, so therefore, I will still be placing it in the C tier because it isn't really a must-buy perk, and Helping Hands is really just outshone by Lifeline. In the D tier, we have Nimble Hands and Shredder Rounds. These two perks are alright. Nimble Hands can actually increase your reload speed, which is extremely good, but it isn't a must-buy perk and overall isn't really needed. Shredder Rounds is good for being able to get a little bit more ammo, and when doing more damage towards utility, most damage towards utility is either 1-shot or 2-shot, so it isn't really needed. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.